What's going on, guys? Back again. Trying to keep the daily uploads going. Not gonna lie, I'm trying my best. I kind of just got done recording another video, but yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. You probably already have seen it. I don't know. But yeah, today we're gonna react to Patrick CC again, because this is a video from 10 days ago that I low-key seen, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to see this again. I want to see this now. I've never watched this before. But it's the most controversial chef in America, Guy Fieri. I think that's how I say his name. I think I know about him. I don't remember from where. I don't remember if Patrick CC already made a video by him, or if somebody else made a video by him and I watched it. If I have watched it before, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I probably have already watched it before and I already knew about him. But we're gonna see. We're gonna watch this and see if I do remember this. But yeah, without further ado, well, I'm gonna stop wasting y'all people's time and we're gonna get right into it. Oh my god. Why? It's like, does he like dye this? Sorry, excuse me. Because why is this brown? I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, this is like brown and that's blonde, I think, and his hair is white. What's going on here, brother, bro? What's up with this look?
If you googled celebrity chef Guy
Actually, no. I remember now. It was another chef. It wasn't Guy Fieri. It was somebody else.
His name in 2009, the recommended searches prove that people were trying to find
douchebag?
anything to confirm their suspicion that he is actually as horrible as his image indicates. His spiky blonde hair, tacky fashion sense,
blonde?
and corny
I thought that was white. Because I have sunglasses on, bro. Yeah, that's why. Because I have sunglasses on. That's why, bro.
Phrases made culinary fans and professionals around the world despise him. And as his opposition scoured the internet to indulge in anti-Guy content, many of them arrived at a gossip blog called Food Network Humor, which was owned and operated by Guy's #1 hater, Jillian Madison.
#1 hater is crazy.
With amplifying the Guy Fieri hate to scorching hot levels. She once said, "Fieri is an obnoxious bearded troll of a man, and the sound of him moaning while he's shoving unidentifiable haunches of meat into his mouth makes me die inside." People on her blog were actively preying on Guy's downfall. I can hardly wait till he gets caught in a scandal with some troll op he met while filming Triple D. You know it's only a matter of time.
That's what
this was not a small movement. Thousands of tweets were posted every day criticizing the celebrity chef. I challenge you to name a person worse than Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri is proof that Ed Hardy has started manufacturing actual human beings. I wish I could scalp Guy Fieri with his own cooking knives. What could Guy have possibly done to make these people so angry? The resounding hate reached a tipping point around 2011 when the entire industry joined forces to take down the Fieri empire. Many feel that the overwhelming hatred for Guy was unfair. Then again, there actually are some suspicious allegations that we will take a deeper look at. And while the general public felt that Guy is this obnoxious man-child desperate for attention, he actually never wanted to be on TV in the first place.
My buddies were hammering me, dude, you gotta see this show. It's called The Next Food Network Star. You gotta be on this. I'm like, dude, I don't have to be. I don't wait in line. I don't sign up for things. I don't enter contests. One of my buddies, Mustard, was in town. So Mustard says, hey, dude, you gotta turn.
Mustard? Like DJ Mustard? Mustard! Bro, I swear to God, I've been thinking about that. I've been like, listen to that song, bro. TV off, bro. Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Put my foot up in the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Bro, Kendrick.
Not so much. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Kendrick may be my favorite artist. Or Eminem. Eminem, then Kendrick. He's definitely top 2 or #1. One of those.
Guy didn't see himself as a TV star. He simply wanted to be a chef and restaurant owner. He spent his high school years in France receiving world-class training in classical techniques, pastry arts, and contemporary cuisine. In 1996, he launched his culinary career with the opening of Johnny Garlic's, his first restaurant based in his hometown of Santa Rosa, California. Within 4 years, he opened 2 more locations. He was content with his career, but just to shut his friends up, Guy filmed an unscripted, unedited tape of him preparing what he called the Jackass Sushi Roll and submitted it to the
Jackass Sushi Roll. What a name.
Food Network.
Hi, I'm Guy Fieri, and welcome to Sonoma County, California, home of true wine country cuisine. Today I'm going to prepare a dish for you, not in fusion, but in confusion. I'm going to do a gorgonzola tofu sausage terrine that will be served over a mildly poached ostrich egg.
You see, I'm not the biggest chef, as you can see. What does that even mean? What did any of the, like, I like eating, but what does any of that even mean?
Now, since we're in the wine country, I'll be serving that on grape nuts, and done with a delicious pickled herring mousse right on top. And
Pickled herring
I know,
mousse?
delicious. It sends shivers up my spine.
Even though Guy treated this like a joke, he was a natural in front of the camera, and the casting director at the Food Network could see his potential star power.
Oh my
But
God.
when Guy got the call from the Food Network, he didn't believe it.
Is this serious? She goes, yeah. She goes, there'll be a contract on your door tomorrow morning. We FedExed it. So they get it, and I read it, and I'm like, this is horrible. I don't want
This is horrible.
So I sent it to an attorney buddy of mine. He looked at it, and he goes, yeah, you're signing life away on this one.
Despite knowing that this was a horrible deal, Guy signed the aggressive contract.
What? Well, why would you though? If you knew, like, say if you like, you knew a record, damn, I can't even talk. Record label. There we go. A record label like wanted your shit, like wanted all your songs, everything that you own. You get like no money from it. Why would you willingly sign that? So why did he sign that? If he never wanted to be on TV, then he should just never signed it. He should just stayed in his little restaurant. But his two restaurants, bro, that he owns now, and then kept like building a chain up from there. That would have been made. I mean, it worked out for him. We know who he is, so I don't know. Let's see what I don't know, bro. Patrick, please tell me more. What's up with
Maybe
him?
he thought he wouldn't win the competition show. Maybe he was just trying to make a little extra money. He didn't realize it at the time, but he essentially just sold his soul to a network that was going to own him for the next 2 decades. The big game is almost here, and sadly, I'm a New York Giants fan, so there's no.
Oh my
way
God,
I'm rooting for the
I got-
Eagles. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs take the W for the first three-peat in NFL history. Underdog is the place
Hate to say, Patrick, the Super Bowl already happened. I hate to say it. The Eagles won. He already knows, bro.
$1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. So download the app
That's
today
crazy.
and turn every moment into a W with
Wasn't
Underdog.
didn't those
Fieri-
two like face each other before, like last year? Was it last year? I think it was like last year, bro. Or whenever Rihanna was halftime. Oh my God, Rihanna halftime show was so nice. She did so good.
He debuted on the second season of Food Network.
But Kendrick, oh my God, Kendrick,
competition, which
Chef's
subsequently
kiss, bro.
led to the launch
Chef's
of
kiss.
his very own TV show, Guy's Big Bite. Fieri was paid just $6,000 for 6 episodes of the
$6,000.
first season. Each episode featured the chef preparing creative, flavorful dishes, often inspired by his love for comfort food, grilling, and global cuisines. Ratings were high, and executives loved the show, so they immediately took advantage of their contractual agreements with Guy.
If you get 6, it's okay. That's how I started on Food Network. 6 guys, big bite, that was it. Get 13, that's pretty good. They order up 26, you're gangster. If they order up 52, they own you. I mean, so they have us down for 104.
Considering Guy's Big Bite is still releasing new seasons almost 20 years later, it's safe to
Jesus.
say the Food Network has him locked in. And the crazy part is, that's not even his most successful show. The
It's
Food
not.
Network cherished Fieri's contributions so much that they pitched to him another television series, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which is also referred to as Triple D. The show features a road trip
Oh, that's Triple
concept
D.
that
I
celebrates
see.
America's diverse and
Makes
vibrant
sense.
food culture by spotlighting
That's what that
small,
person was talking about earlier.
independently owned eateries across the country. Each episode, Guy visits multiple restaurants within a single city or multiple cities to sample the food that corresponds to the episode's theme. The series is similar in nature to Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. However, while Ramsay helped businesses implement new strategies to combat poor management, subpar food quality, lack of cleanliness,
terrible.
or outdated menus, Fieri acts more like a food critic, looking to celebrate the great food these chefs have created and encourage his millions of viewers to dine in and support the restaurants. Triple D became the Food Network's top-rated show almost immediately.
Damn.
Due to Fieri's growing popularity, the Food Network made Guy a co-host of Ultimate Recipe Showdown. He became a New York Times bestseller with the release of his 2
Bestseller?
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives books.
He had books. I mean, to be honest, maybe he did do the right thing and sign the contract. I don't know. So far, he doing great. So far, we only 7 minutes in, but so far he doing good. So he kind of He kind of doing his thing right now. I ain't gonna lie.
and became the spokesperson for the national restaurant chain TGI Fridays. He was selling millions of dollars in merchandise like his knuckle
Millions of
sandwich
dollars?
sweatbands and culinary gangsta t-shirts. Guy was absolutely exploding in fame and fortune. He got an unexpected shout out while watching Billy Joel perform at Shea Stadium. Joel was just leaning into Innocent Man when he stopped between verses and squinted into the crowd. "Hey, you're that chef guy from TV. I like you." Pointing at Fieri, he said, "Say hi to my wife. She's a chef too."
Oh, wow.
Just don't get too friendly though. He
Oh.
cooked with the chairman of the PGA and the governor of Mississippi. Was named the Grand Marshal of multiple
Yeah,
NASCAR
he doing
events.
doing
cooked for
good.
the U.S.
You
Navy
serious?
troops in the Persian Gulf, and he even cooked for the president at the White House.
The
This was an
president.
absolute takeover.
That's
Guy
crazy.
Fieri was everywhere, and
Yeah, I can
culinary
see.
fans were sick and tired of him being shoved in their faces.
Oh, damn.
The Food Network typically featured a diverse range of chefs with varying culinary expertise, and in 2 short years, it became dominated by Guy shows that pretty much unanimously showcased standard American cuisine. This led to an anti-Guy Fieri movement that was
I
about to
see.
spiral out of control. One of the biggest critiques Guy has gotten since his rise to fame is his loud persona and over-the-top aesthetic. His spiky bleached hair and
I
bowling
mean,
shirt
I guess YouTube wasn't a thing. But yeah, YouTube was a thing. What the fuck am I talking about? But even so, it's like, just don't watch them. No? Is that too much? It's like, I don't like some people, like some YouTubers. I'm not gonna go to their YouTube page and then watch them. But I guess this is like back then with like cable and shit. Like, you know, if it was just on like a random, I don't know, Thursday, and you want to like watch them cooking, but he's just shoved down in your face, I guess. But it's like, even so, it's like for me, right? It's like when I was a kid, there's some shows on like either Disney, Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network that I didn't like. I just move on. You know, you just go to the next page. Go to the next channel. See what the fuck they got. See what's on there. Is that too much to do? Or like, you know, like, hello?
combo makes him look like the lead singer of a Smash Mouth
What guy he
cover
does.
band. However, Guy suggests that he doesn't get to decide what he wears on screen.
We got the pilot deal for Triple D. They said bring a collared shirt. So I had a Dickies work shirt. It was blue with a gray panel in the front of it. Whoever started doing the wardrobe started bringing those kind of shirts around. And that's what they started putting on me.
Either he is straight up lying or heavily dedicated to this public image, because Guy
For real.
has most definitely leaned into his monster energy drinking
Yeah.
divorced father who doesn't pay child support and loves Nickelback aesthetic. His number one hater, Jillian Madison, seems
Doesn't
to
pay
think
child
that it's
support,
attacking
by the way. That's kinda
facade.
crazy.
It's hard to pick one thing. It's pretty much the whole package. The whole bad boy persona is phony. His flip-flops with a skull on them, the sunglasses on the back of his head, his 45-year-old punks that hang around with him. But make no mistake, there is an entire market of middle America men who never watched a cooking show in their life that could now identify with Guy. Susie Fogelson, the head of marketing
see.
for the Food Network, explained his appeal. He really resonates with men, Fogelson said, adding that Fieri's primetime shows attract more male viewers than any others on the network.
Really?
Fieri's aesthetic and palette was
That's
nearly
crazy.
a one-to-one recreation of an average middle-aged man you would see at a swanky diner on the outskirts
That kinda-
of Dayton,
he
Ohio.
kinda is.
But to tie the
Dayton,
package
Ohio.
together, he also spoke like one. His haters could
I
not
got-
stand his corny catchphrases.
Now we're gonna do ham. Each piece we do this to,
Every piece hand trimmed.
so it's hand-to-ham combat.
That puts the
I'm not gonna lie, but I had like the straightest face ever right there. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie to you. I had the straightest face I ever had in my life.
Shamalama and Ding Dong. It's got whiz bang wow in there. I think I could put this on a flip flop. It would taste good. Cruising down Boring Avenue, hooked to right onto delicious.
To be honest, these are not as bad as the first one. like those are terrible, but they ain't as bad as the first one.
Boulevard.
Most iconic Fieriism is Flavortown. In the early seasons of Triple D, Guy said the phrase maybe 5 or 6 times. Somebody makes some big dish and I say, "Oh, it's like a steering wheel on the bus to Flavortown." The meme took on a life of its own. It was the perfect catchphrase to represent Guy's silly speech. But Fieri yapped so much that he didn't even realize it became such a huge meme.
It's like Flavortown. People come up and bring these, like, Flavortown, man. I'm the mayor of Flavortown. I'm like, Okay. Wow. I didn't even get it at first. You know, I was hearing it, and then Chico, one of our main camera guy on Triple D, he says, "Flavortown, you said it in the show." I said, "Oh, really?"
Although
You don't
catchphrases like
remember.
"Holy moly Stromboli," "This is money," and "Peace, love, and taco grease" seem like nothing more than harmless dad speech, to some
That
it made him appear
kinda
less
do.
qualified and lacking sophistication, as if he doesn't know the proper words to describe the flavors and intricacies in the dish, so he just resorts
That is true. That could be true also. It could be. Am I still recording?
to a rhyme
Oh yeah. I always gotta make sure, but I got PTSD from reacting. Okay, my mic's fine. From reacting, and like literally my PC audio wasn't even working. I just got so much PTSD from that. But yeah, that could be why he just doesn't really know what to say about the food and just comes up with words. That could be one reason.
like "They make a porchetta that you won't forget of."
That'd be a crazy ass reason though.
Like, so do you have someone that writes for you, like that makes up, you know, like when you say something shamalama, that's like the shamalama ding dong, and they're like, where would one come up with something that stupid? And I'm like, I don't try to make them up. I'm eating it, and I get in that moment.
Saturday Night Live even
Oh,
wrote
my.
a 3-minute skit where they shamelessly mocked guys'
Look, he actually looks exactly like him.
image, catchphrases, and
The-
credibility.
Set Myers, setting fires.
Oh, I don't set fires.
Oh, it's
SNL.
all about Donkey Kong.
Okay. Look, why don't we just get started?
All right, good call, Meatball. All right.
This SNL skit drastically increased the amount of hate Guy would receive,
Damn.
leading to multiple public controversies. It almost seemed like
Public
a
controversies?
calculated attack was orchestrated to bring down the mayor of Flavortown. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives
Oh, I
was
see.
produced by Page's Productions,
Page's
owned and
Productions?
operated by David Page. In early 2011, Page sued the Food Network for breach of contract after the network abruptly canceled orders for 2 seasons of the show. The
Oh.
network countersued and claimed that Page violated his contract by not meeting deadlines, turning in incomplete work, and mistreating staff, sending email messages that said
Really?
things such as, "I hope you can die so I can dance on your effing grave."
Damn.
The lawsuit was settled and Triple D got a new production company. Page was interviewed by the Minnesota Star Tribune where he blamed Fieri for his dismissal. Guy worked for
Fieri?
more than a year to try to get the network to take the show away from me and give it to another production company, where presumably he would be in control. He
Interesting.
wanted to be the person making all the decisions, even though the decisions I had been making created a remarkably successful show and had done wonders for his career. Then David did another interview with City Pages describing Fieri as an anti-Semitic, homophobic, lecherous giant tool.
A homophobic giant tool. Oh, damn. What did he say? What did he say in response to that? Cause it's a pretty big accusation. I ain't gonna lie. Allegedly did happen. So I ain't gonna lie. Somebody ever said this to me? Yeah, I wouldn't know what the fuck to say. PR team, what we got? Well, first off, I'd be like, it's not true. But like,
Page
on
made
now.
shocking allegations
That's
about Guy's
shocking.
behavior. Anytime any woman mentioned cream, Guy went to a sexual riff. When cutting the show, you had to tell the editors to watch Guy's eyeline, because it's always on breasts. Fieri also
What?
needed protection from homosexuals, or at least advance warning. Early in the show's run, Page got a phone call from Fieri who just walked out of a restaurant in a huff. Guy had decided that the 2 men running the restaurant were life partners. He said, "You
Life
can't
partners?
send me to talk to gay people without warning." In regards to a
What?
copyright dispute over work done for the television show that Fieri wanted to use in his books, they were demanding tremendous research from my people and pictures, but they didn't want to pay for it. Guy said to me, "You know, it's true. Jews are cheap." To the people that were preying
he actually said that.
on Guy's downfall for
What
all
the
these
hell?
years, this is exactly
gonna
what
lie.
they're looking for. They knew something was up with
I'm
him.
gonna start
They
laying
knew
back.
he was actually a bad person, and this allegation justified that belief. But others felt that Page's allegations seemed like him seeking revenge over a lost lawsuit and losing his job.
Yeah.
If David was so concerned and appalled by Guy's behavior, why did he produce the show for years?
You know what I'm saying?
Why was he trying to renew his contract? Why did he wait until he got fired to say something? Regardless, the narrative that Guy Fieri was homophobic spread like wildfire.
I mean, if he said false shit, like false information, it worked. if it's spread like wildfire, shit, bruh, it worked.
And although he never addressed these allegations, some people changed their mind about them in 2015. After Florida's Supreme Court lifted the state ban on same-sex marriage, celebrity chef Art Smith hosted an event that offered 101 free weddings to same-sex couples. And Guy Fieri officiated.
This was 2015, right? That's great. I didn't even know this happened. Obviously, I was really young. I don't remember how young, but I was really young. I was like 9, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Created all 101 of those weddings. To add fuel to the Fieri fire, one of his other biggest haters, author and chef Anthony Bourdain, took every opportunity he could to troll and criticize Guy.
When was the last time you remember just like laughing till you cried, screaming laughing?
Guy Fieri's tweet that he was on his way to a Nickelback concert. That was like the funniest thing. Of course.
To some chefs and critics, Guy seemed to be making a spectacle out of a beautiful, age-old craft. Bourdain was just bold enough to say how he actually felt. I look at Guy Fieri and I just think, Jesus, I'm glad that's not me. You work that hard and there's not a single show of yours that you'd want to sit down and say, hey, I made that last week. Look at that camera work. It's really good, huh? I'm proud of what I do. Then Fieri's $200,000 Lamborghini Gallardo was stolen from the dealership while undergoing maintenance.
That's so fucked up. Yo, that's actually crazy. There's no way your Lamborghini gets stowed out their dealership. I mean, hope you got a good insurance, bro.
To which, of course, Bourdain had to poke fun at him on Twitter and act like it was he.
Hey, this Lamborghini bro is nice ride, but it smells like Ed Hardy in here, and there are naked pictures. But
who stole the Lamborghini? Bourdain was also very quick to criticize Guy's gigantic 500-seat
American Kitchen Bar. Guy's American Kitchen Bar. That's kind of. I mean, hey, that looks. I don't know. It looks like them type of niggas go inside that bar. What does that mean by them type of niggas? Trump supporters, yeah.
Seat restaurant in the heart of Times Square. Guy's American
So it looks
Kitchen
like, I don't know.
He described it as a terror dome.
I'm fascinated by Guy Fieri.
A terror dome.
Terror dome they just opened up. 600 seats.
That's pretty funny.
And a gift shop. And all of these poor diners, drives, and whatever douchebags waddle in there, you know. First of all, he single-handedly turned the neighborhood into the Ed Hardy district, which I'm a little pissed off about, right? But all of these
that's a Trump supporter bar right there.
Cheap food on TV, they go in there. It's like what, $18 for a hamburger? You know, the French fries are like 12.
However, this critique from Anthony was extremely mild compared to the absolute mauling Guy would receive from esteemed food critic.
I want to hear.
Well,
let's hear about this.
A scathing review that would significantly hurt Guy's reputation. Published by the New York Times, this article was written from the perspective of a baffled customer questioning how any restaurant, let alone one of a world-famous chef, would serve such horrible food. Pete asks questions directly to Guy in a sarcastic tone. Hey, did you try that blue drink? The one that glows like nuclear waste? The watermelon margarita? Any idea why it tastes like some combination of radiator fluid and formaldehyde? How did Louisiana's blackened Cajun spice treatment turn into the ghostly nubs of unblackened, unspiced white meat in your Cajun chicken Alfredo? Somewhere within the yawning 3-level interior of Guy's American Kitchen and Bar, is there a long refrigerated tunnel that servers have to pass through to make sure that the French fries, already limp and oil-sogged, are also served cold. And when we hear the words donkey sauce, which part of the donkey are we supposed to think about?
Yeah,
Pete mentioned 15 different items on the menu and
by the way, donkey sauce. It's a very questionable name. Like, what the fuck did you do? Did you jerk off the donkey until it came? Boom, that's the sauce? Like, what the fuck? What is donkey sauce?
Described nearly all of them as inedible. Now, it's easy for me to understate just how vicious this review was. Larry Olmsted of Forbes called Wells's assessment of Fieri's restaurant the most scathing review in the history of the New York Times, and likely the most widely read restaurant review ever. The review became national news. Guy flew to New York to respond to the article on NBC's morning show.
Do we strive to be the best? Yes. What he saw, I mean, to me, it's impossible to come in and have a dining experience and have every single thing wrong, unless you come in with a different agenda and you want to sensationalize something and you want to blow it out of the water. It's a great way to make a name for yourself. Go after a celebrity chef that's not a New Yorker, that's doing a big concept in his second month. Great way to hit it.
Now, Fieri saying that Pete was trying to make a name for himself is foolish, because Wells is considered one of the most credible food reviewers according to World Class.
So he already got motion going on, so he doesn't need the attention that Fieri is saying. So what I hear is that shit was really just that awful. Damn. Was it really that shit? Damn.
Chefs. However, Guy does make a solid point about having an agenda. The Guy Fieri hate was at an all-time high in 2011 and 2012, making it the perfect time to slam dunk on him with this harsh review. Then again, it's not surprising to think that a 3-story, 500-seat restaurant in Times Square serves subpar food, to which Andrew Zimmern, chef and TV personality, makes a really good point about Guy receiving deserved criticism.
So when he does a 500-seat restaurant in Times Square, New York City, the most important food city in the world, you are saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. Not only is Wells obligated to review it, he owes us that. Because so many millions of people out there are going to say, hey, when I'm in New York, I should go there.
Shortly after this review was published, footage of Guy fist fighting his hairdresser was leaked to the public.
Really?
It seemed like his
Ain't no way this is true. you fist fight? You got into a fist fight with your hairdresser? What? Your hair is already terrible already, bro. What do you? I mean, that's probably why you fought him, because it was just that bad. I'm lost.
All-out downward spiral was in full effect. Then in January 2016, a restaurant inspection uncovered a variety of flies throughout the restaurant in Times Square. The report said filth flies include house flies, little house flies, blow flies, bottle flies, and flesh flies.
That's a lot of flies.
Food and sewage associated flies include fruit flies, drain flies, and forage flies. That's 8 different types of flies living in the restaurant, which is usually a sign of filthy and unsanitary conditions. The restaurant closed on December 31st, 2017.
It closed?
There are still
Damn.
several Guy Fieri's American kitchen and bars open in the US and even more internationally. However, most of them are drowning in poor reviews.
Damn.
Fieri also decided to shut down his Johnny Garlic's restaurant chain after opening 7 locations and being in business for 19 years. Bourdain took his opportunity to jab at Guy whenever he could. In an interview with Atlanta Magazine, he said, "So I sort of feel in a heartfelt way for Guy. I wonder about him. He's 52 years old and still rolling around in the flame outfit. What does he do? How does Guy Fieri de-douche?" After all these years, Fieri finally gave Bourdain a heated response in a GQ interview. "I don't like him making fun of people, and I don't like him talking shit, and he's never talked shit to my face. I know he's definitely got to have issues, because the average person doesn't behave that way." But Guy never changed who he was. He didn't care to appease Michelin star chefs, critics, or internet trolls. He took his failures in stride, kept opening new restaurants, and focused on his friends and family. In 2017, the hate for Guy Fieri seemed to do a full 180, which started after Shane Torres went on Conan O'Brien's show and shifted the public's perception on Guy in a 4-minute stand-up performance.
Can someone please explain to me what the hell Guy Fieri ever did to anyone? People shit on that dude all the time. And as far as I can tell, all he ever did was follow his dreams. Goes around the country to small businesses and gives them free advertising on a national platform on a weekly basis. Advertising those small businesses could never afford themselves with his own television show. But because his hair looks like he was electrocuted while drinking Mountain Dew.
See, even he talked about the hair, bro. I'm telling you. But still, why are you beating up your hairdresser? Do you not like your hair?
People act like we need to saw his head off and put it on the internet.
I'm sorry.
Shane then goes on to list off a ton of incredible things Guy has done for the world.
Okay.
He invites Make-A-Wish families to every one of his Food Network
That's
show
raw.
tapings.
That's
He
raw.
started the Cooking with Kids charity that has helped
Cooking
over
with Kids?
20,000 kids learn their way around the kitchen
20,000.
since 2010. In
Damn.
2017, he cooked meals for 5,000 evacuees per day in a makeshift kitchen during one of California's worst wildfires in history.
Well, that's
Guy
great.
said to a reporter, "I'm not promoting anything. I'm just here cooking. This is feeding people. People need help, and I'm here to help. That's it." During the
That's a good way
2020
to take it.
pandemic, he started a restaurant employee relief fund, a partnership
that's
with the
cool, though.
National Restaurant Association,
It makes sense.
which raised $21.5 million
Damn!
to help support more than 43,000 restaurant employees
That's a lot.
across all 50 states. Through his Guy Fieri Foundation, he is constantly cooking and raising money for veterans, first responders, Little League baseball teams, local businesses, people with cancer, kids who want to attend culinary school. The list of charitable contributions from Guy Fieri
I mean,
is
that's
endless,
good.
which reminds us that his brand new 3-year, $100 million deal he recently signed with the Food Network will be put to good use. It also reminds us that he's still extremely popular and people love his shows. The people who loved Guy felt that the haters were just so focused on his aesthetic that they assumed he couldn't simply be a good person with a loud personality. And at this point, pretty much everyone agrees that hating on Guy Fieri is just unnecessary. So now we can all relax and enjoy the memes inspired by the mayor of Flavortown.
I see W. Pause. We got just the video I just watched too. But yeah, that was okay, Patrick. I see you. That was a good ass video. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I was not expecting that to be like that. He ain't that like there's ain't nothing to hate him about. So he's cool. It's whatever. Especially if he's doing shit like that. You know, giving back to people and having a game. Bro, that nigga gave so much money. Boy, I don't get it, bro. Now I don't get the hate. I don't get it now. So yeah, I'ma go. So yeah, please check out the original video down below from Patrick. W video from Patrick. I love Patrick, bro. Great guy. So yeah, I'ma go. Bye.